Na yehe empanfo abepie ha ya echese enne Josco school for ye nhyira Ghana daakye ekuraye esese ye fa ne se oman adwuma na ye bia de ne ho gyem se de be ya mo hye asase no ye bediri so bi mehwe yehe ha memfa free mensa nifa so ye wo ya nkasa ye ko asu asi chairman Sule a ota no south yehe ye oto aso a ye wa ya nkasa honorable Edusei former MP and current PC4 ahafo ano mami fanko etro ye wa ya nkasa ye nua Jo Barado regional vice chairperson ye wo ye nua ba charity regional women organizer ye wo former chief of staff Yerua honorable Julius Debra ye wo ye na ba ko ye ntemu na na chaw asujwa bohene ye wo Tano South ye ni da so Yerua chat akwasi asiedu regional executive na meka ho no ye nyina nso ye ha secretary organizer zongo kokos ye nyina ha ye wo ye regional chairman Yerua ya ochre ono so e wa ha former DC Asutifi North Erika de ono so wa ha bi ahafu ani da so ahafu da che hene Honorable Dr. Eric Opoku, MP for Asutifi South, Asunafo South. Ani ya wawre mpiomu ya siedu. Ni ya nchia ya waha. Ganda mai nyina ndi da so. Bema onsi suo mansa na waham. Media be friend was see ade yo because oka oye. Bema odwene da ache. His Excellency His Excellency Yerua John Dramani Mahama Onuso Waha Mesembre crowd meto nsa afre constituency chairman no de akwa abansem ama Yerua Eyezu ayaza uyaya je mbaba uyaya je mbaba yo busafo yebejina ye national chairman Bechem branch executive yet better ye na ya ho asese mrepa emretiamu ene na ya tu exafro ye na ya ba amana IFM mekata enwa pi Josco abujafo ye better ye na ho ase sabre ye na ya hia anti ye be jakatamu no e de ma pay for na bi se Josco ya ye enhira enti katamu no meja de ma ye pay for na mo tote na ye nya so na ye ntie ye pay for ye better obi bia ase eyezu Yerua constitution ya bada wase ya ba hai na nipa ya ton no so Yerua chasa kwasi asiedu basima ba ko betu anu mutu ohwe Josco for Oya meza
Your Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama, me from President Prakope, esan say, ekwan biaso, 2024, the general election. John Dramani Mahama, Your Excellency, ona bega na mampani. Na emse enche bia ezu enche bia my invitation our constituency say mudi mu 75th anniversary. Now His Excellency no ni omayimu na so kan say odo a omamunti abri bia obetwam a origi mu ase no obefa na watia mo enunti ore aforeje no esen kokko go so enso si da bi obewura just go ansan enunti na mu bebrebe na my worried as a President Mahama ma enso another President Mahama eden waba President Mahama eden waba in 2024 one echo dada mujina se
ya dada yenuya Charles Akwesi Esiedu Tano South eni de aso Yera ya ochre regional chairman just go for so obeso omotu animu asem
Eyezuza yo yama eni enananom munti eni ewa ena Ghana ye die nti eni ewa na enadwuma ye die no butaya esi yen no say building Ghana the way you want ye pese ye ba manaso na ye betietie senyame edi akonwa na ma NDC a die mu pese ye dey yenye mamo yam pese sabre yenkwa ebekwa akoshe kukuam na ye de adwene ama Ghana fo nyina ni senti na ye ba manaso die mu pese yenye mamo no monkyere madwene ye ba mamo kwan na die mu hia no momfantu yanim na senyame de akonwa ne maye ne a ekwan bia so die mu masusuo eno ene ye de be ya adwuma enti samo maye nsusu pa ene ne beboa Ghana man nyina yenkwa yemfa ya adwene nye ni senti na dodo no ye nyina ya ba besia enti e besre botaya enunti ye de ba ani enti e besra mo bra ye mamukwan na samo kasa na nsusu ya mo esusu diama ya ne Ghana man nyina no maka ama yatie medamu nyina amase ezu
yo Yerua appear could be from Canada Yamawakwaba Honorable Opoku Etua the former regional chairman also Yamawakwaba Eduru the enentie ahia so ha ye besre mo amu achiro munye di mo amu achiro munye di na munyina mo nka me ho ne yemfa dede osebo entro samfre Ghana da chihene Ghana leader so Yerua John Dramani Mahama John Dramani Mahama say answer no be kasa no opese a school for no baako anaasɛ mmienu nya akwanya na mo nso mo de mo haw etudwa enti yɛbɛpɛ mu baako anaa mmienu. Okay, Tierra Gabriel Crown SRC President. Ewa, Mufansi Amboshiano.
His Excellency, the former President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the party executives present, the principal of the college, staff members present. Mr. President, there are significant infrastructure deficits in almost all the colleges of education in Ghana. A sector charged with the crucial responsibility of training the country's basic school teachers. The infrastructural facilities found in the colleges have on average been in use over 60 years. Indeed, Mr. President, the introduction of the 4-year bachelor's program is a wake-up call to the government to prioritize the upgrading of structures in the colleges of education to meet the standard expected in this 21st century. Mr. President, at the National Dialogue last year, participants acknowledged that the colleges of education were beset by infrastructural challenges of various kinds. It was observed that the introduction of the free senior high school policy in the country has increased considerably the number of candidates who apply for admission to colleges of education. Also, all 46 public colleges of education have resulted to a double shift system where different cohorts report for academic work alternatively. This has enabled the different schools to have a fair use of limited facilities. At St. Joseph College of Education in Bechem, female students are unhappy as a 2-story building block has been left uncompleted for years, making them struggle for space. The former President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the recent strike by SETAC has thrown students into a dilemma where students have to deal with regular strike actions from SETAC. The academic journey of teacher trainings has been marred by prolonged changes in the academic calendar. These recent disruptions have far-reaching consequences on academic progress, leading a lot of the student populace getting referrals in the examination results, of which, Mr. President, students of St. Joseph College of Education are not exceptional. Mr. President, we humbly appeal to you that when the mandate is given to you in the coming 2024 elections, you seek to the welfare of SETAC and have productive discussions with them so that you redress their demands. Mr. President, the former President of the Republic, teaching is an art that requires not only subject knowledge but also effective pedagogical techniques, classroom management abilities, and interpersonal skills. Mr. President, basically the licensure exams focuses too much on memorization and theory, ignoring practical teaching skills. This discourages teachers. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the impact of the licensure examination extends beyond the assessment process itself. The examination results heavily influence employment prospects for graduate teachers, leading to the increased competition and limited job opportunities. This situation creates an unjust system where deserving candidates may be denied employment due to an arbitrary score, without considering their overall potential and dedication to teaching. Consequently, this discourages aspiring teachers and contributes to the already alarming issue of teacher shortage in the country. We humbly appeal to you to add the licensure exam to the final exams we write in the colleges before completing the 4-year program to ensure the main goal of the licensure exam is effectively achieved. Mr. President, the Student Representative Council, the SRC, is also embarking on a multipurpose course, but due to financial constraints, the multipurpose building or court has come to a halt. So as you come today, students of St. Joseph College of Education is asking that you come to our aid, help complete this multipurpose building. We thank you very much for your attention and may God bless you.
I say, I'm going to move in town. So I can't have you now, Mamma. What can you now? You. And one come home. Near sorry now. Near for the day. And Fred, Yera, John, Gramani, Mahama.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me first extend my thanks to your SRC president for the very articulate manner in which he delivered your concerns. And I'll just address a few points. We're happy to be here this morning. I should have been here with you during your anniversary, but unfortunately I was out of the country, and so I sent one of your former students, and we were expecting that he would join us here, General Mosquito, to come and represent me, and he did that very well. So today we're in Ahafo region, and this is our first port of call. We decided to stop here first to show how important what you're doing here is. Education is one of the most critical skills that a growing child needs to acquire. And to be able to impart that educational knowledge, you need a child who is willing to learn. You need an environment that is conducive for teaching and learning. But most important, you need a teacher who knows how to impart knowledge. Not everybody can be a teacher. You must learn to be a teacher. You can communicate as well as you can, but there are other skills you need to be able to impart knowledge. And that is what you are doing here. And that is why the issues about colleges of education have become important. As you are aware, we have upgraded colleges of education to tertiary institutions. And so you are like all your other colleagues in all the other universities anyway. Now, let me address two issues that have become very important. And one is about licensure exams. Thank you very much. We've just been joined by General Mosquito Johnson Asedu Christian. So like I was saying, I'll address the issue of licensure exams first. When you go to train as a lawyer, when you graduate from law school, are you required to write an exam to qualify to get a license? When you finish medical school, are you required to write another exam to get a license to practice as a doctor? That's the simple explanation. But if you are a lawyer, you must go by the ethics of the profession, and if you breach those ethics, your license can be withdrawn to practice as a lawyer. So licensing is important. If you are a doctor, you are continuously assessed. If you breach your assessment, or your patients are dying, or you are not following proper clinical practices, your license to practice as a doctor can be withdrawn. It shouldn't be different for teachers. I noticed SETAC made a statement supporting licensure exams, but then that will mean that they themselves believe that the exams they are giving you here are not good enough. Because if the exams they are giving you here are good enough, the licensing process should be part of those exams that you are taking here before you come out. So we're not saying that teachers shouldn't have a license to teach. They should. But it's not necessary to let them write exams in the first year, write exams in the second year, write exams in the third year, write the final exams in the fourth year, come out, do national service, and then come and write licensure exams again. That's all we're saying. So, it's not a force. We are different political parties. We are saying that when we come, we will remove licensure exams. If they will maintain it, they should come and say we will maintain licensure exams. That's all. What we will do is the licensing process will be part of your qualification and your completion of College of Education. The ones who will be required to write licensure exams are the non-professional teachers who want to join the teaching profession. And so if you just did a first degree and you want to become a teacher, but you did not attend College of Education where you are taught pedagogy, then we require that you write a licensure exam to be licensed to be a teacher. And so that's the simple thing about it. And as you're a teacher, you will be required to continue to participate in professional orientation, assessment, and all that. If it is found out that you are not pulling your weight, your license can be withdrawn. But we're not going to let you write a separate exam after you have finished a College of Education. That's all we're saying. Now let's put that aside. Another issue that I've spoken about is the free SHS. And what I said the last time I spoke was that within 100 days of an NDC government coming into office, we're going to call you, the students. We're going to call your teachers. We're going to call your parents. We're going to call experts in education. And we're going to take the free SHS and we will put it on the table. And we will look at what the implementational difficulties are in respect of feeding the students, in respect of funding the education properly, so that we all will agree that this is the way to go. Because implementation is the problem. Free SHS, fantastic idea. We said we're going to do it progressively because we thought that we must put the infrastructure in place as we roll out the policy. And so we said progressively. Our friends said immediately. But I thought that once they implemented it immediately, they would have taken a fast track to improve the infrastructure in all the SHSs so that we can have enough room to accommodate the more students who have come. When your SRC president spoke, one of the major things he spoke about was a hostel for girls. And it's not only you. In many of the secondary schools, there is not enough accommodation. And so some of the children are sleeping on verandas, some in box rooms and other places like that. In some places, there are no dining halls, so they are eating under trees. In many places, there are not enough classrooms, so some of the children have to sit outside on the veranda to look into the classroom to be able to follow the lessons. And so we're going to look at what the implementational difficulties are, and that meeting of stakeholders will recommend what government should do to improve the free SHS. That's all. It doesn't mean that it's going to be abolished. Free SHS has come to stay. It is not going anywhere, but we're going to improve it, provide more infrastructure, so that when you come, you have a good learning experience. You are young students growing up, and I just appeal to you. There are many of you who have lost hope because of lack of opportunity. Let me assure you that your country, don't give up on your country, Ghana. Ghana is still the black star of Africa. We might be in temporary difficulty, but Ghana will rise again and stand on its feet. What we need is good leadership, and a leadership that knows what it is about. And that is the kind of leadership that the NDC promises you. Things are hard. Our economy is in a mess. And it's in a mess because of self-inflicted policies. We borrow too much too quickly and have very little to show for it. In 2017, when I left office on 7 January 2025, our total debt stock was 120 billion cedis. Today, our total debt stock is almost 600 billion cedis. And there's very little to show for it. And it is just because we have a government that is not prioritizing what needs to be done. Just yesterday, they were in Parliament. Where's Eric Opoku? He was here a minute ago. And I just was watching the clip. Cocoa Board is in crisis. They are finding it difficult to syndicate a loan. Every year they go onto the capital market, get a series of banks to borrow them money to buy the cocoa crop for the next season. And then when they ship the cocoa, they pay back the syndicated loan. When I was leaving in 2016, we went and took $1.8 billion to buy cocoa. This year, because of the economic crisis and because Cocoa Board is broke, they cannot raise even 800 million. And even as they are struggling to raise 800 million, they want to use 300 million Ghana cedis to buy torchlights for farmers. That cannot be a priority at this time. And so, you need a government that will prioritize things. One of the major problems you are facing, why infrastructure on your campuses is not going forward, is because government has borrowed money against the GET fund. And so, money that should have come into the GET fund to pay contractors who are working on projects in your colleges and your secondary schools has been taken in advance through the 7-year Dachi bond. So currently the GET fund has no money to pay contractors who are working on projects in your schools. And so what we're saying is that the Dachi bond should be added to the debt restructuring to free up the money to come into the GET fund again, so that we can build hostels for you, we can build classrooms for you, we can build dining halls for you, we can build administration blocks for you, and put the infrastructure in place so that you can have a good learning experience in this college. So these are a few things I wanted to touch on. Unfortunately, we are pressed for time. This was a quick courtesy visit to you to encourage you that you are the future of this country, but not only the future, you are the present of this country. Because you have a stake in what happens today. If things don't go well today, there is no future for you. So while you are the future of the country, you are also the present of the country. And so study hard, do what you have to do, and I'm sure that your country will rise again, it will stand on its feet, and we will open opportunities up for you. My final point. Recently I talked about a 24-hour economy. And many people are coming and saying, oh, it's not a well thought through program. People are doing 24-hour economy already. If one pharmacy is doing 24 hours, if one factory is doing 24 hours, that's not what I'm talking about. Everybody should be encouraged to be able to do a 24-hour shift. Because we have the harvest season now, the bumper harvest. Factories that are processing agricultural products should be able to run 2 shifts so that they are able to process as much of the agricultural produce as possible. There's nothing wrong with that. And so if already one factory is doing it and others are not doing, what we're saying is that we will give incentives for everybody who wants to run a 24-hour shift system to be able to do that, so that more young people can be employed. But we know that there will be obstacles. One, you need to provide security, because people must be able to work in the night without armed robbers going to attack them. So it means that we must provide more police officers. We must provide all those companies with security so that they are able to do their work. But if we have to provide more police officers and security men, it means we will employ more young people to join the security services to be able to make the 24-hour economy work. And so it doesn't mean that if already 1 or 2 industries are doing it, or 1 or 2 companies are doing it, we cannot provide incentives for more of them to do it so that they can provide opportunity for more young people to get work. And so it is our policy, we'll implement it. It's not by force. When we come, we'll open it. The initiative is available. Any company that wants to work a shift system and work more than the 8 hours that they normally work, from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, they will sign on, and we'll give them tax incentives. Because if you work the extra shift, you will be given tax breaks. Aside from that, you'll be provided with security and everything that you need to be able to employ more people. And so it is a policy that we're working through. We have a team that is working on it, and we will roll it out, and companies that are willing to participate will sign on and join. We'll give them the tax incentives they need. And then also I indicated that in the night when we are sleeping, the electricity companies are still producing electricity, but we are using less. So the companies that sign on to the 24-hour economy, why don't we give them the electricity at a cheaper rate so that it can reduce their cost of production? And that will encourage more companies to work at night if they can be provided with security. And so it's a project that we will adopt. We have a group of experts working on it. We'll roll out the policy, and companies that voluntarily want to sign on will be allowed to do so. So thank you very much. God richly bless you, and thanks for the warm welcome you gave us when we arrived here.